Hello everybody and welcome to two free model unboxing here. Just got these two NG models in right here, and yes, this is super exciting. This is from the CRP Collector Rewards program that NG has started doing, and so yeah, we got these two models right here. The Northwest 757-200 in the Republic Hybrid livery with the red tail, and the Japan Airlines A350-900 in the One World livery. So yes, this is a very cool thing that NG Models is doing now, and these are, I believe, my first free models ever. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, this is a very cool thing that NG is doing with their Collector Rewards program. If you can buy enough NG models with the cards and rack up the points, then they do the releases on their site where you can go to the exchange mall and exchange the points for models like these. So yeah, that's a very cool thing that NG has started doing, and now I have these two models here that I got completely for free. So very cool, very nice of NG. One thing that's different about these models is that they're kind of wrapped in this plastic wrapping, and they also have this thing, little sticker on it that I guess just designates it as a Collector Rewards program model. But yeah, so we got these two in here. Together these were 150 points, with the Northwest being 40, and then this one, the Japan Airlines, being 110. So not too bad. I mean, it's pretty good that I got two models for only 150. I think I had 152 points. I was able to exchange it for these two, so that's pretty good. And so yeah, we'll get these out of the plastic here, working one-handed, so hopefully this goes smoother. We'll start with the Northwest, and we'll do the Japan A350 later. And I'll try to get that off. They do wrap these quite well. On the Japan, there is some box showing, but probably just because the box is bigger and they couldn't completely wrap the plastic around the entire thing. But yeah, that is very different from their, it usually just comes with the box, and if you get it shipped, then it will come with the regular packaging and all that, but that never includes a plastic saran wrap like this. So very unique from NG. Sorry about the bump there. And so I suppose we'll cut when I can get this off. Okay, we were able to get the plastic off of the box, and here is the model, the NG models, Northwest Airlines 757-200 in the Republic Hybrid livery with the red tail. The box is pretty simple on it. It pretty much just follows the red and white livery, as we have main color of white on the box with just red accents. It is a little bit interesting to see, since it is an older NG model, it has some features that the boxes don't really have anymore, like these mainly. Other than that, it's a pretty normal NG box, and also they don't use this font anymore, so that is very interesting about this one. But yeah, other than that, it's a pretty normal NG box. It is pretty interesting, though, however, how they have the the Northwest bowling shoe logo on the background there in gray, even though that is not it does not appear on the model. So I don't know the choice behind that, but I mean, other than that, it's a cool box. I mean, it's better than the Gemini variant. It at least is a little bit unique. And so here we go with the review of this gorgeous model right here. We have our cockpit windows up here. We have the L1 door. We also have a red cheat line down there that goes all the way down the aircraft with gray underneath. We have our Northwest titles up here, the thermometer logo, as it's called, or livery. I suppose this is the Republic hybrid livery, so it's not really, but it still has, you know, the same features as, you know, the same logo and the red tail. But I mean, it is a pretty simple livery here, as we have really nothing else going on back here. But here is our L2 door, and then we have the one antenna, or one antenna. So there's only one on this one, and there's one on the bottom as well. We have some more just decals on the top for you know, beacons, and I'm not really sure what that is, but yeah, they have some more detail on the top. Here are our wings with a nice kind of like silver reflection there on them, and also all of the, you know, appropriate details with the flaps, slats, ailerons, and such. Here is our engine, the don't remember, I think it's the RB211. Still not quite sure on all the engines there, but there are the engines. They are gray, as you can see, like the underbelly. We also have our main gear right there, which do not tilt, but they do roll very nice, just like all NG models. We have our L3 door, and then it says 757 up here, and registration number 601 Romeo Charlie. L4 door, and then here is the red tail, of course, with nothing really going on it. But yeah, that is, so yeah, very interesting here. So when Northwest and Republic, I believe they merged, I don't think it was like an acquisition. Republic had a bunch of 757s, and I mean, Northwest, obviously, they ended up getting a lot of 757s, and so, as I suppose, as one would do, they just took the Republic aircraft and made them. They just put the Northwest logo on them, and then this one has the red tail. And I think Republic, I mean, definitely Republic did the same, because also NG Models was releasing Republic with Northwest hybrid liveries, where they took the thermometer livery and stuck the Republic logo on them. So I guess they coexisted for a little bit there, which is very interesting. I decided to go for the Northwest version of the Republic hybrid just because, I don't know, they're kind of both hometown airlines from the Twin Cities area, and I guess Northwest was the one that outlived Republic, and I could use this in future retro MSP updates. So that was the intent behind this model, and I am happy with the choice. I think the model looks fantastic here. NG did a great job on it. And so yeah, glad to have another 757 by NG Models. Their mold is great. I believe this is my first one without winglets, so I do like the winglets, but you know, that wouldn't be realistic for the time. And so yeah, this model looks great without the winglets, and I'm sure if it were used in modern day with the winglets, I think it would still look fantastic. So yeah, NG did a great job on this one, and as always, it's NG. What do you expect? So yeah, glad to have that model, and definitely expect to see it at some point in the future update. A little bit too far zoomed in on this one. Here is our next model. It is the Japan Airlines Oneworld A350-900. So this was a 2021 release by NG Models. The Northwest was a 2018 release, but this one a 2021 release. The box, I guess I'll have to remove the plastic before we get into the box here, because it's kind of being blocked by this little tag here. So I'll cut to when I can get this thing open. And okay, here we go with the review of the box of the Japan Airlines Oneworld A350-900 by NG Models. It is kind of like a fade from a lighter orange into a darker orange. It doesn't like quite get to red, which I would, you know, kind of expect, but it is kind of like the gradient that is on the winglet of the aircraft. And we have a member of Oneworld and the Oneworld logo, and also, of course, the Japan Airlines logo on the bottom right there. Other than that, it's a pretty standard NG box that you would, you know, expect to see on a pretty modern NG model. The Northwest model didn't come with a collector's card, but I believe this one should come with a collector's card. I believe this was released once those were out, but I'm not 100% sure. So we'll try to get this one out of here one-handed again. So yeah, and the way that the, I guess it's pretty self-explanatory, but the larger models do take more points to get, obviously, as I guess that would make intuitive sense. This one does not come with a collector's card, unless there's like one on the bottom, which I don't think there is. So yeah, there is no collector's card that comes with this model, so I guess this one was before the collector's cards started. I'm not sure when those were. I can maybe check when this one was released. It should say on the plastic cover thing. That says March of was that March? No, April of 2022. So yeah, they had them by April of 2022, but I guess it just doesn't come with this model. Maybe they took them out for so you can't like redeem points for the models that you got, which would be kind of silly, but what are you going to do about it, I guess. We'll get to this one out of the styrofoam here. It is too bad it doesn't come with a collector's card. As I am recording this, they are running the next installment of the collector's rewards points run. So I guess it would be nice to have a collector's card to be able to use on those, but that is all good. We'll get this model centered on here. This one looks absolutely fantastic. Love the A350s by NG Models, and well, the A350 in general is just a gorgeous model, or a gorgeous aircraft, one of my favorites, honestly. And so good to see that NG has a good mold to represent it, and I'm glad to have this model right here. And now we'll start with the review. Up here we have our cockpit windows with kind of the mask there, the raccoon mask, if you will. We have our nose landing gear down there. We have the One World logo, the Japanese flag, the L1 boarding door right there, member of One World billboard titles with the Japan Airlines titles underneath. And we also have the L2, which could also be boarding door right there. And we have our antenna on top, which looks good. I thought it was swiveled the wrong way around there for a second, but I think it was just the perspective that I was looking at it. Yeah, the antenna's all good right there. And then we have our engine down here, and then our wings, and also gotta love. I love how the Japanese aircraft all have the little sun that is on the flag incorporated on the wings as well. We also have the registration there, which is Juliet Alpha 15 X-Ray Juliet. And then we also have our winglet, which kind of features the gradient that the box has, going from kind of like a lighter orange into a darker orange. You can focus, there it is. So an interesting winglet design. I don't know if I'm a big fan of it, honestly. But I guess it kind of works with the A350 because it doesn't really have like a divide between the winglet and the wing. It kind of just goes up in a swept motion like that. So I think it works quite well for the A350 actually. I don't know if it would work as well on like a 767 or an aircraft with very established winglets, or a 737 or something like that Japan Airlines have. I believe those just have solid winglets actually. So good thing about Japan Airlines, honestly, with incorporating winglets like that. But the wings themselves feature many details like the landing lights there, slats and flaps and all that, just like the Northwest, and most models out there. So they did a good job with those details. More aerials up here. We have another antenna, SATCOM dome, and then the kind of stubby antenna there in the back. We have our L3 door. We have, I think this says like partner of UNICEF. So cool to see that is incorporated on the Japan Airlines aircraft. And then there's the registration once again, Juliet Alpha 15 X-Ray Juliet. And then it says A350-900 down there. And here is the Japan Airlines logo on the tail, which that is a really nice logo right there, and also very historic. So good to see that once again. This livery, I am a big fan of the Japan Airlines livery, so I'm glad to get. This is actually my first Japan Airlines model, except for a 767 that is broken beyond repair. So And in fact, this is my first Japan Airlines model. We also have the restoration on the underside of the wing there, as well as an antenna that I kind of mentioned, or that I kind of motioned to there. We have a stand hole on the bottom as well, and then our main gear, which once again do not tilt, but the model rolls quite well, very well, a lot better than the Geminis. So yeah, this model, once again, looking absolutely fantastic here. NG knocked it out of the park once again. I saw EQ Plane's video literally right before recording this, and he had an issue with the horizontal stabilizer coming out, but these look good. They're stable and they are staying attached to the fuselage, so that's what you want to see out of your A350s. So yeah, this one looks great. I would have liked to get a regular livery, but I mean, I'll take a free One World livery. That's all. I would say One World is probably my least favorite out of the like the Alliance liveries, just because I mean, SkyTeam, they do a good job of kind of like incorporating it over the whole aircraft, and Star Alliance also does the same. One World, they kind of just have it in this one little part, and instead of like making it kind of like the whole aircraft, which I think if you're going to have an Alliance livery, and then you kind of want to go all out, but I can also understand just doing that so you can get the branding for the airline in there as well. And I would imagine it's maybe quite confusing for passengers when they go up to their aircraft and they just think, oh, I'm flying on Star Alliance today. I thought I was flying on United. But I doubt that happens very often. I would love to fly on an Alliance livery. Not happened yet, but I've seen Delta's SkyTeam liveries plenty of times. I believe I've seen Star Alliance for United before. But not 100% sure when or where. And I've also seen American One World, and I don't know if I've seen another airline on One World, but yeah, they're fun to see, and so yeah, glad to have this model, and it will do great to add to the Japanese collection that we have now acquired 3 models in the past like 3 months for the Japanese collection. So this one will do great with my 2 ANAs, and yeah, so super glad to get this model in, as well as the Northwest, which we'll bring it on frame here for the final. Oops, I knocked my light. For the final shot here of these 2 gorgeous aircraft here, 2 free models. I mean, these are great for completely free models. I did not have to pay a single penny for these. I just bought 15 models to get these 2. So they're essentially free models, even though I did spend a lot of money to, get access to them, I suppose. But yeah, with that being said, that will conclude this little review here of these 2 models. Thank you for checking it out. Definitely recommend checking out or redeeming your collector reward points if you haven't yet, and definitely checking out the exchange mall whenever that opens up next. It's open when I'm recording this, but I imagine by the time this is uploaded it will be closed. So definitely look out for NG to whenever they open that again, because it is a great opportunity to get some models like this. We'll see if I get any models from the mid-August opening, because there's really only the Gulfstream that I'm kind of interested in, but I'm not super sure if I'm going to be ordering that one anyways, so we'll see if I get anything from that one. I'm guessing probably not, but I will be looking out for the next time that the mall opens. I was hoping that I'm hoping that at some point I'll be able to get the Hapag Fly 737-800 from the Collector's Rewards, because I was going to get that, but I didn't have enough points last time, and I figured that they would probably sell it the next time that the exchange mall was open, which they didn't end up doing, which is too bad. But so I maybe should have waited on getting the Northwest for this time and got the Hapag Fly last time, but I'm still happy with the Northwest. This model still looks fire, as well as the Japan Airlines. So yes, that'll do it for this airport update, or not airport update, this is an unboxing. What am I saying? Thank you for watching this unboxing. and I will see you tomorrow. As always, good night. Auf Wiedersehen.